only on 7. Storm Team 7 forecast first. Sponsored by Hot Law.
Good morning, everyone. We've got clear to partly cloudy skies around the western Carolinas. A nice quiet start to the day. Definitely warm out there to start the day. We've got temperatures that are primarily in the 70s across the upstate, with 60s in western North Carolina, mid to upper 60s there. Now by lunchtime we'll be in the mid 80s around the upstate, ending up right around 90 degrees, which is average for this time of the year. In the mountains we'll stop in the mid 80s, and that might be enough daytime heating for an isolated shower, but in most cases today we will stay dry. We'll talk more about this heat coming up in a few minutes, but Carolina Morning starts right now.
Now on 7, a fall without football. Governor McMaster says that could happen in South Carolina if COVID-19 numbers don't slow down. Plus, with the 4th of July nearly here, more calls to wear masks to help make the holiday weekend safer.
Live and local for Carolina's family. 7 News Carolina Morning starts now.
And good Carolina morning to you, everybody. It is Thursday, July 2nd. We usually like to call Thursday Friday Eve. As we take you out to downtown Greenville, looking spectacular out there. Let's say hello to Fred, and Chief Meteorologist Christy Henderson is back in the Spartanburg studio. You guys look very nice today. Good morning.
I guess with the combination of all of us, we've got the red, white, and blue going on. Fred's got a blue shirt there, so yeah, we're ready for July 4th.
Feeling very patriotic today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
White and red in my eyes are a little bloodshot. Totally covered.
Nice.
All right, let's get to our top story. Now on 7. The 4th of July weekend begins tomorrow with a call to wear masks in another part of the upstate to help slow the spread of COVID-19. 7 News' Jennifer Martin is live in Spartanburg. Good morning, Jennifer.
Hi, good morning, Fred. This morning, Spartanburg County Council members will discuss a way to get everyone on board with wearing a face covering in public. Then, after that meeting begins, county elected officials like Sheriff Chuck Wright will come here to this testing site on North Church Street in Spartanburg to discuss the importance of wearing a mask. Now, earlier this week, City Council in Spartanburg voted to require customers and employees within city limits to wear face coverings in pharmacies and grocery stores in city limits. This mirrored other mandates made by Greenville and Clemson last month. However, the discussion county leaders will have this morning at 9:30 is only to encourage mask wearing, not require it. Their talks follows an address made by Governor Henry McMaster and state epidemiologist Dr. Linda Bell yesterday, urging people ahead of this July 4th weekend to wear face masks. Their concern is another spike in case numbers similar to those we saw after Memorial Day weekend.
Unless we do something dramatically different to control this disease that is spread simply by breathing from infected people, then we will be looking at projections that are far worse than what we're experiencing now.
Now, county council members will meet at 9:30 to discuss that resolution that would encourage people to wear face coverings. And then at 9:45, county elected officials like Sheriff Wright will come here to this testing site, which is on North Church Street at the old Spartanburg Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealership. And that's happening again at 9:45. Live in Spartanburg, Jennifer Martin, 7 News.
Jennifer, thank you. Sabila?
And you won't have to wear a mask in Anderson, but you are encouraged to do so. Yesterday, Anderson City Council voted down a requirement for masks. Instead, their resolution encourages face coverings. It also creates a new initiative called the Anderson Strong Promise to educate people about the importance of social distancing, hand washing, and how to wear a mask correctly. There will be events to educate the public where free masks will also be distributed. Today's pop-up event starts at 1 p.m. at Carolina Wren Park. And in just a few weeks, doctors with Prisma Health say that they have seen the number of COVID-19 patients in their hospitals double. As of right now, Prisma Health say that they have the capability and the capacity to handle the surge, and they're encouraging anyone who has recovered from the disease to become a plasma donor. Prisma Health saying that their hospitals need it more than ever with the rising number of cases.
6:04, Governor Henry McMaster makes it clear, unless coronavirus can be controlled in the state, there will be no football in South Carolina. That warning comes on the same day DHEC announced 24 more deaths from the virus. That's the highest number reported in a single day so far. The governor says everyone needs to wear a mask and social distance if games are to be played this fall.
high school football, college football, all of those kind of things, concerts. That is what is in the balance.
When asked about closing South Carolina beaches for the 4th, the governor says that decision is up to local authorities.
Meantime, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp is also warning that there may be no football because of COVID-19. The governor was in Columbus yesterday and said if you want to see sports this fall, put a mask on. Kemp says that he won't make wearing face coverings mandatory, but the continued spread of the virus could mean there won't be any games.
If you want to go to a Braves game, if you want to go to your kids' high school game and watch them on the field cheerleading or being in the band or watching the team, I would urge you to wear a mask.
Georgia's top health official says that this message is aimed especially at younger people. The state is seeing a spike in cases of the virus in people in their 20s and 30s.
6:06, we still don't know how schools will open again in North Carolina. Governor Roy Cooper asked schools to put together plans for the fall. The options range from full-time classes all the way to remote learning. The governor planned to announce the plans for K through 12 schools yesterday, but that decision is now weeks away.
We're working to get more buy-in from teachers and people who are on the ground to make sure they understand all of the requirements in the plan.
State officials say school nurses and healthcare providers will get 2 months' worth of supplies. The governor did sign a bill protecting higher education institutions from being sued for closing during the pandemic. That addresses claims related to spring tuition and fees.
All right, you know what time it is. Time to check our weather and traffic on the 7, starting with Carolina's chief meteorologist, Christy Henderson. Good morning, Christy.
All right, good morning, Sabila. You know, 90 degrees is hot. Okay, that's the average high temperature. So we're supposed to be hot, and we will be today. I'm calling for a high of 91, but it's been as hot as 101 on this day way back in 1954. And we take it back even earlier to 1931, record high in Asheville, 93. But today we'll expect a high of 85. Right now, it's mainly right around 70 degrees around the upstate into northeast Georgia. Everything's pretty quiet, mid to upper 60s, mostly clear skies in western North Carolina. As you can see how the temperature is going to step up today. In Greenville, we'll be in the lower 80s by 10 o'clock, 87 degrees by lunchtime, and it looks like low 90s for the high. Should hit that high temperature around 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon. Now that's hot, but because we don't have that deep moisture in place that we had yesterday, it's going to be really tough for rain to develop. So in most cases, we'll stay dry. All right, let's get over to Tatiana Cash for an update on live drive traffic.
First, let's take you outside so you can see what's going on. That's not necessarily the crash that we want to focus on. This is traffic flowing nicely here on I-85 near Highway 14. There we go. So this is an issue. I-85 traveling northbound there near exit 68. You can see those flashing lights. That has actually been a overturned semi that turned over early this morning. They had to shut down at least 2 lanes of traffic. As you can see, though, it seems as though they've actually opened up 1 more lane. So 2 lanes of traffic are now open, flowing towards and past this incident. It's taking a while to clear because it was an overturned semi that fell into the roadway as well as there on the side of the ditch. So it's going to take some time. But taking a look here at my map, you can see speeds in the area are as slow as 38 miles per hour. So again, I-85 traveling northbound, that's near Highway 129 or exit 68 if you need another notification. And at least 1 lane of traffic is blocked, and it's going to take a little bit to clear, but you should be good. An extra 5 minutes on your commute should help you out. Drive safe.
Thanks, Tatiana. Next on